welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About Tomorrow, where we discuss everything and anything. Today, we're going to be having a confession session. We're going to be talking about the traumatic events we've had in our past relationships and present relationships, if you have. We're going to be talking about the things we did in relationships that are past. When you leave the relationship, you feel so stupid. Don't me used to do this thing that year. We're going to be saying everything else. We're going to open your nyash today. So, to my right is a newbie. His name is Raphael. Raphael, it's nice to have you on the show, Raphael.
Yes, I have you too. Okay.
Don't speak out though. So yeah, you very yeah.
Okay.
Now, why do you look at me like that? Why, to my left is the one and only Messi Akintola. We all know her, Messi.
Now the way they always call my papa name. Hello.
Messi Sir Akintola. Cause I don't understand how you want me to pronounce.
Don't put the
name.
Akintola.
So since it's Messi, just in case you want to find
Messi.
Messi online, Messi Akintola. But this is Messi.
Messi. Thank you.
It's nice having you on the show, Messi.
Thanks for
So
having me.
who should go first? You want to go first? So, let me ask you first. You don't break person heart before pigeon because it's dramatic.
Yeah, I have.
You the one that I know.
No.
Hey.
Yes.
Are you
I
sure?
have. Yes, now. I broke. Someone's not taking it.
wait. So, can you like give me a short story of what happened and why it happened? Confession. Go on, say everything today.
Okay, so, this person
You don't have to say his name.
is actually the love of my life.
Oh, wow.
But like, we had a very, very severe issue. I mean, when I say severe, not just in relationship, concerning family, friends, and relatives. And then it was digging deep. And we're not able to communicate. There was a strain in our communication because like everybody was like, "No, you're not meant to be together, so don't communicate," and stuff like that. So it was killing me. I didn't know what was going on. And prior to that time, there was a scandal. So I was like,
No, there was
I didn't know how to feel. I was not able to communicate. So there was no like assurance from his end and everything. I was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I don't think I want to be with you. Kakinkani was like, no, please don't do this to me. Please. He was literally crying. If you're saying this, I'm not mocking you, but like, he was literally crying. No, you can't leave me. It's only you I have. It's only you I have. And I was like, nah, I can't do this. So I think that's the one that I broke his heart. But, well,
So except from that person,
thank
not that
God.
person.
Thank God we are still together. Okay, the other person was, oh, my sweetheart. I made you believe Abraham. Eromosele. So like believe is actually a very cool guy. Very, very, very nice guy. I'm not even saying it because I dated him. As a friend, it's the nicest of them all. And if you go to my neighborhood and you ask me how I know believe, everybody that knows me there will say I stole him from my friend. But I did not steal him from my friend. And that's another discussion. Like, believe, very nice, cool guy. We started with like friendship and all. And we had like very nice conversations. You learn from me, I learn from you. We're able to talk. Sometimes we'll catch ourselves talking 5 hours. And that time was Glow we cut your call every hour. Yes.
I feel like those were the good years when
This was my first year of school, so it was not even about money. It was like,
exactly,
well, maybe
the
that
good
was
years
why.
where, you know,
Maybe that was why, sharp. So like,
It was good.
yeah, the going was good, and like, it was somebody I knew since my secondary school days, but like, there was no really love stuff like that. It was just
Exactly.
friendship. I
Very
just
good
really want to talk to this person.
conversation.
Like, the fact that we were learning from each other, like serious learning. And so it was very, very nice and all. So and I think when I was going to get admission, it was like when I was going to write jam, like put Uniben. Because at that time you get admission to Uniben. I was like, okay, no problem. I wrote jam twice. Uniben. No, I think I put OAU then. You of course Uniben will not want second. Then I put Uniben. Nothing. It was like anyhow, I had to go through A levels because I can't start writing jump again all over. Through A levels and everything, and then my cousin just told my mom that I think my mom asked my cousin what school he was, and it was like Crawford University. Okay, Yeah, let's go and check out Crawford. And immediately they gave us admission letter. Like, who does that? Like, so when I say I want to go and study for admission, when I got to school, I don't believe okay, sorry, I already jumped. Do my A levels, we started dating. Came to my school one day and then asked me out.
This guy no serious at all.
So like, actually, I don't think our relationship was short-lived because I felt like if we had continued relationship, we would have not even distance, would have ruined our friendship. And I really treasure what we have. And I don't want, like, I'm a bad person. I won't even hide mouth. I ghost. I don't communicate well. I dey vex. If she vex me, I go call your mama. Like, not call your mama for phone. I go call your mama name. I go call the call.
I feel.
So like, like I'm that kind of, or let me say, now I'm even chill. Then I was that kind of not give any F kind of person. So I knew that I was a bad person when it comes to relationship. I didn't want to like ruin friendship and all. When I got to school, we were dating. When I now gained admission to Crawford University, I was like, in Crawford, I just want to, let's say, hoe around. Not really like hoe like a hoe, but I just want to be in everybody's business. I want to be in everybody's business.
We don't have that time once in a
do
while
whatever.
now,
Like I didn't want to be in a relationship. I knew that. Mind you, I was in a relationship with this my guy, but from Benin to Ogun State. Like, I mean, how does that work? But I didn't tell him at that moment that was my decision. So it was like, we can still try to work it out. Maybe holidays, maybe you'll be coming all the way to Ogun State every holiday that you can get. Maybe every 2 months, 1 month holiday. At that time, transport fare was not like that high. So it was something that you could afford, you understand? So to cut long story short, I met this boy, met me. Emmanuel is his name, and he shall be called Emmanuel.
What's wrong with you? Wait,
so like,
let me cut you there. I don't want to hear that story.
Is it your experience? Is it your relationship experience? You ask me my experience. Let me answer.
You told me the person that, go back to where you broke this person's heart.
No, it's the storyline now. People don't like good gist.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Like the gist.
You know, wait. Let me.
It's too long.
Let me state out something. I've noticed that the greatest love story ever told always involved cheating.
With me, I did not cheat, Sha.
The thing you just stated now is that
Listen.
you were in a relationship. Another man came into the picture.
Dude,
There was another physical man.
Hold on. Hello. Sure, you allow me to learn my own experience. I don't experience them with me.
No, we weren't there.
So this boy met me that I didn't like. Like, let's say for the first 3 weeks of seeing this boy, I didn't like you. I saw as egoistical, but then I was drawn to keep talking to this person. Okay, like it was the available person.
This kind of aura.
Yes. They did have egoistic aura, but was still always all around me. Like he was always doting over me. I didn't even know what he wanted at that moment. I thought he just wanted to like opwe. Yeah. That was just it. So I didn't expect anything from it. No problem. Opwe you want, opwe we shall. That's it. But that's besides the point. I met this guy and then we started having conversation. So I started talking less to this my boyfriend. Understand? I started talking less and less. And he was always the understand person. Okay, she's in school. We'll call her, but sometimes even during the call, this one will call and we're like, okay, can I call you in 20 minutes time? Stuff like that. But listen, it was not cheating because let me tell you the truth. At that moment, I was not falling for him. I was enjoying the conversation. It was somebody that I could go out of my hostel to see.
I've
not seen this my boyfriend in like 2-3 months.
I know.
But I could leave my hostel to see the same person.
Well, can I state out something? You want to say something?
Okay, no. Okay, yes. Okay, so I will just term this to like the Adam and Eve saga. Like,
I go mistake.
Eve was absent. Like Eve was alone, and Adam was like away.
I'm going to read that whole Adam and Eve stuff. Okay. Adam was away. He was working.
Yeah. Who said that in the Bible? The Bible only said that she gave him the apple. She ate the apple and then gave her husband to eat. You know, so when her husband came back from work, she now put it in his mouth. Adam could have been looking around. Adam could have been there, but it's the serpent that was having the conversation with Eve.
Yeah. I have this whole conspiracy theory.
And I won't pin everything on top of man.
I have this whole conspiracy theory where the apple is.
It's not really
it's not really an apple.
The apple. Yeah. Then that would be a topic. Okay.
Now,
Actually, yeah,
I see
no,
something.
that's
conspiracies.
reasonable. That's very
I
reasonable.
see
Conspiracies.
something in this story you just
Conspiracies,
said,
yeah.
and I feel like I want to call you out on it. No vex.
Okay.
Now,
Lo, lo,
the
lo.
reason why you were with the first guy was because you guys have very good conversations.
What can I say? I'm a conversationalist.
That's one. Two. So the reason why you started talking to this new guy is because you guys are having very good. Are you seeing a pattern? So someone just
We
has
can
to
start
come.
the conversation
Oh,
now.
Someone just has to come with a very good conversation, and then the flow will keep flowing.
No.
Are you sure this is not going to be a pattern something? In a relationship, always has up
Yeah.
and downs.
Yes.
So during the downs, is it okay to open the gates of heaven and let another person have water to pour inside?
You know that
think
the
that
things that you
analogy
people
is
have
wrong.
not even allowed me to even
Oh,
land.
yeah,
have.
Okay,
sorry,
alright, well, sorry for
I'm
cutting
just,
you
I'm just you know,
Chai.
cutting and well, go on.
So Shasha, to cut all the long story short, according was like, you see this thing working out for you. Because all that time that he wanted me to come to Unibe, I was like, okay, something like walk up to my hostel, we'll go cook together, we'll go out together. So like, do you see this thing working for you? Are you enjoying it? Are you like, can you say that? Okay, I have a girlfriend, and they asked me when last you spoke to her, and you say, yeah, I've not spoken to her in 2 days. Like, is it making sense for you? For me, it was like, we can work it out. It's something that we just have to schedule how we communicate. I'm like, I can't be saying, oh, 12 o'clock, I will call my boyfriend. Nobody should call me. 12, I'm calling my babe. I say,
That
Amma,
is so wrong.
pack your loads and go
I know,
in Jesus'
I know,
name.
I know of a guy who they put on his schedule for calling and seeing. The guy left the relationship immediately.
Like, no,
Wow.
that's why it doesn't make sense.
that's
that
not
was
actually makes
one
sense.
So I think
very-
that's
not
those are my
the
two.
Let's
Other times I was broken-hearted.
Wow, the sad part.
we'll get the heartbreak out shit. Now, uh-huh. So you've not broken anybody's heart?
Well,
Did he say that?
Have you broken anybody? Is a question now. So you've not broken anybody's heart?
yeah,
go
I
on.
haven't broken anyone's heart.
So why?
Such a nice, sweet.
Well-
So let's start the conversation.
Okay. Okay, so reasons because I have this understanding that it is said that when the purpose of something is not known, abuse or misuse is inevitable. So I believe that relationship is something that has to be.
I just
Sit
felt
down,
I
just
just
down.
felt dull. I swear to God, I just felt dull.
When the purpose of something is not known, when you don't know the motive, you go abuse them.
We're gonna pass people campaign.
Philosophy
Master
101.
Master Ugo, don't start. Okay,
This one
Okay,
apart.
so I believe that relationship has to be something, has to be purpose. Like you need to know what you're doing. It's not being blindfolded in entering that. So for me, I just had this belief that relationship is something I have to plan, prepare, and understand before I go in. Because I've had cases where people's heart get broken. They do drastic things that we say like, oh, how far, condolence stuff. Some time ago, a friend of mine, who happens to be my youth pastor, teenagers pastor precisely, he told us a story of back then in his secondary school days or university days, yes. His friend had a girlfriend and they were doing the dilly daying and all that. All of a sudden, the girl said, I know do. Guess what this guy did? The guy went to take Omo.
Relationship, I know do.
The guy took, literally, he took Omo, soaked it inside water and drank as tea.
You know.
Like,
my heart break away.
Like,
What happened to
what
the
actually saved that?
What
What
happened to the
actually
Jesus?
saved him was grace, because the distance between him and heaven's gates is just
Let me
the closing of his
Heaven's
eyes.
gate.
Let me tell you something.
Yes.
What would have saved him was the beating I would have given him. But is he okay?
Because that was just his grace was what saved him. To cut
Man,
the whole
I
story
can't-
short, the guy is happily married with children, but whenever they meet, they call him Omo because
sure,
of
why
what
not?
happened
End
in the
day.
past.
Guys,
End
guys
sharp.
always be guys now.
Omo,
So-
I see. I get the idea of wanting to what's the word? Wanting to, gather knowledge.
Yeah.
But I tell you, even if you go into this battlefield equipped, if you still collect woto.
Yeah, definitely yes. The woto will still meet you, as they say.
The earlier you start collecting, the better.
Okay, so
Better you learn.
okay, so like
Experiences.
one thing about we upcoming youngsters is that we are kind of experimental with things. We tend to test things like test tube. If this works, doesn't work, and sometimes experiments don't come out well.
Exactly. See, okay.
But you know, you have to keep on trying to get that. You don't expect the first one to always work, and it might always work.
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank
It
God
might always work.
works.
Oh.
Okay.
It's good if it works. I'm not encouraging you to like go around or do whatever you want to do or
Alright.
test 10,000 times before it will work once for you.
Yeah.
You're not
Albert
the same.
Einstein, yeah.
So,
I'm
but
not Einstein,
by the way, sometimes it's just good to like have foresight.
Yeah.
That foresight is very
Do
important.
you actually know what to give you foresight? Experience.
Yeah,
And,
I'm actually like very, very careful on that experience side because reports I'm getting are so sad, and
See.
it's not something I want to put my leg inside. No.
See,
So it's whether I
okay.
stay out and watch and
let me
give my
let me give you a
condolences
tragic
if
story.
necessary.
Let me give you a tragic story. Okay, I was with this girl for 3 years plus,
Wow.
right? It was a toxic relationship.
Aye.
She would gaslight. She was never wrong. She was everything I ever
Those
wanted
set of
and
people.
more. Wait, is she like
She never let any girl hug you.
she?
She never let you talk to any girl. She never let you eat.
Always all around you, I guess.
God. The list is endless.
She was always all around you.
Fine. She never let anyone hug me. She didn't let me speak to any other female.
What?
She didn't let me have normal conversations with other people. You know,
That
when
is so
we are
much
talking to your guys and be like, "Oh my babe, she bought me this." That's like an offense. And
serious.
okay, first it was my like first relationship. So
Oh.
any small quanta, my heart would beat dim. Now at some point she would leave the relationship. I will go and beg. We'll come back.
Can't
I
believe
get-
it's David like this.
What's wrong with you?
You
I'll go
are
and beg,
really,
come back.
really,
I'll
really
call
see
like
things.
I'll call like 3 times.
Mm.
Right. In the relationship, I could say that 2 years. I was happy the first year.
It's always
2
always
years
the case.
and a half.
Hell.
I was seeing premium shiggy.
Bands
But I
are
was so
pro-
attached to let go. What was running through my mind was, what will happen if I let go? The emptiness that will come in. And I understand the emptiness because, excuse me. I understand the emptiness because I've been talking to only this person. Constantly. 3 years.
Wow.
I don't know that person. If
Eventually.
a roach to fly and pass, I know who I'm going to go and tell.
Yeah.
Together, there was no other person in the picture, and we got so popular. Everybody knew us because we were always together. This is somebody that she actually set the standard for my relationship. She's clingy, and she's someone that
Wait,
once
so-
class is done,
She's someone that if her slippers cut,
she should come.
David has to come and give me her hug.
Immediately, like
Like I was like, you remove your slippers for this babe, and I was hold her bags, hold everything.
Wait,
What? I was like, hey.
yeah, like she didn't. The same way she was guarding me was the
Okay.
same way she was guarded. She doesn't want anyone to come close to her. She doesn't want anyone to come close to me.
Okay.
The relationship was, I would say, cherished on her end, but still toxic
on your
because
end.
of the way it was run. I'm this jovial person. People like to talk to me a lot.
Yeah.
Normal. So imagine having, just because I enter a relationship, bring one ginormous scissors and start cutting people off one by one.
Yeah.
It even got to the part where my own best friend started contending for place in the relationship. He's a guy, right? He started contending for place in the relationship. If we want to hang out, we have to schedule when this girl is having class. So I've begun doing her classes. Then I'll be back when she's done with her classes. Like it was very
That is-
serious.
That is military.
Not military.
That is
It's
military.
I think in that after that relationship, how what broke the relationship was one morning
All
I never
right.
even hear this story.
I woke up and let me even tell you, there's one thing that my best friend always say any day anyway. That night before I went to go and eat and sleep, I woke up and decided I was leaving the relationship. I was sitting next to, it was a boys' hostel.
Okay.
Imagine typical boys.
Yeah.
He's never particularly always clean. He's
Mm.
clean once in a while,
Yeah.
but never particularly always clean. There's clothes on the bed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's wraps
yeah,
here
yeah,
and
yeah,
there.
Yeah. Sure.
Then I sat next to the dustbin, slept next to the dustbin, woke up. This was during daytime, right? Woke up around 6, 7, went outside, bought food with all the money that I had. Like I specifically faced condiments, small rice, meat, egg, came back, drank, ate, slept next to my dustbin.
What?
Woke up the next morning and ended the relationship.
Wow. So it was just something you had to eat.
I needed to be well prepared
Fed.
to leave that relationship.
Okay, so you felt that food was the way.
You would think that me leaving the relationship would feel good, right?
Yeah.
I felt like shit.
Yeah,
Maybe that
the
song
world
where you
literally
write
crashed.
sex that time. Get one song where you write. But wait,
I
what
can't-
made you realize that you needed
Yeah.
to leave? Because
Yes.
like the way you've been speaking, like she said everything, everybody, and you know that this thing is actually toxic, but you know that this person cherishes the relationship, she
You-
cherishes me.
do
and
you
stuff like that.
understand?
What made you realize that no more? Your guys,
Yeah. Stand the pathways.
This has happened twice, by the way. I'll give you another scenario. Now, fine. I don't know if it was withdrawal symptoms from a previous relationship that I actually cherished, right? But I got into this relationship too fast, too quick, with a girl that was not so fine.
Okay. So
I said that part
I'm
just
happy
so
you said.
Okay.
I said that part just so she will know who I'm talking about.
okay.
No, I
But-
know who you're talking about, but I'm
The
so
girl-
happy you said it because
Okay.
no, sorry,
Okay,
in case
so-
she sees this, but
Okay, but
every lady is
but
pretty.
wait.
But
I'll-
I was
I'll get to that
asking
one.
myself, I was dancing like, why did they like? I'm moving from
If you see,
Fire,
if you see
fire,
my,
fire.
if you see, no, no,
Fire,
if you see,
fire.
if you see my
From-
history, very pretty
from the
ladies.
covert to the gutter.
If you see my history, very pretty ladies.
Okay, so what made you drift?
She's pretty too.
Wait, my stone you pillow.
She is now,
In her own way,
and she have bum bum.
beauty is in the eyes of.
She have bum bum, bigger bum than your ex.
I can't believe I was Is it
You-
bum I'm measuring here? I don't understand. See, in that relationship too, I noticed one thing. She was commanding, commandeering,
So you
always
actually-
wanting my time, all those stuff. Fine, it was okay.
Okay.
But to some degree, I started seeing similarities. Similarities icked me. Now, what happened was I started drawing closer to my guys. At this point, yeah, I had a big cow leg beef with my best friend.
Okay.
So we're not, because of that girl, we're not talking. So, right?
So you left
There
the
was-
brotherhood
Yes,
for an achalugo. You left brotherhood
Now,
because
let
of
me-
achalugo.
Hey, see, now you're
Okay.
judging you.
Hey.
Before first talk, we speak and we don't judge. Because I don't.
Actually, she
This
has-
one, brotherhood must hear of this.
Wait. So, I had this. I started making new friends, right?
Alright.
And there were like 4 of them, 4, 5, 6 of them. Or there were 6, there were 5 of them. So I noticed that the same thing with the previous girl and this girl is that I drew closer to my guys. I started enjoying my time with my guys.
So
And I'm this lover boy. I would always prefer to be with my babe. But if I'm not preferring to be with my babe, then there's a big problem. That one too, I just decided one night, relationship I no do. Left.
okay, so
So that's what happened with
okay,
the first girl.
okay.
At some point, I started feeling better with other people. I started having better conversations with other people. I started feeling okay with other people. So I decided that now, if this thing keeps going on, I'm going to cheat. And the line for cheating, my lines are for cheating are very low. If conversation we normally used to have, if something happens, you come and tell me, right?
Yeah.
If you start telling other people, it's cheating.
Okay. So
That means you are
that's
confiding in
in
other
other
people.
people.
My lines are before you get to the part of physical,
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
Before you get there, you always start building communication. Starting from there, that is my own line of cheating. So
Okay.
before we get to me cheating on my babe, which of course she has
Okay,
access to my
this same-
life.
Sorry, I wanted to say gutter babe, but this same not so fine babe
Okay.
was the one you cheated on.
Hmm?
Was the one you cheated on, right?
No, I didn't cheat on anybody. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. So
What?
I want to ask something.
Yeah, you know that that's not true, but
That's true.
for
That's
podcast
true.
sake,
That's
let's
true.
go ahead.
I want to ask something now.
Okay.
From the first relationship you said and this one you said now, so it was literally clear that you were in a bar. Okay, let me use the word a relationship, like barrack-like relationship?
Well, the second person was the barrack speaking,
you experienced the first barrack life, and then you still entered the second.
The second one was not like police academy.
So like it was like from the army, or let's say from the police to the army.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I thought they say first once bitten twice shy.
That's why he was telling you that one experience is not enough.
It's not. Do you get?
But you still
like no. That first relationship.
Some things were not different from the first one.
Okay.
But it was just like there were still so many similarities.
And
sorry, I also contributed to the fact that he rushed his relationship.
Yeah.
He had not healed from this previous one. It was like,
oh no, I was healed. Oh, I was perfectly healed from that one.
Okay, so what do you term as healed?
Oh,
what is healed in your context?
Move on from the relationship now. Simple and short.
You say healing.
You meditate.
It's not just about meditating.
But
I've been with somebody. This one is even okay. Let me talk about the less crazy one. Was a crush. This guy was somewhere that I don't sleep talk. I started sleep talking. Because, like I was seeing this guy in my dreams. My roommates still have the videos today. They said that don't worry, your wedding day. Anytime they want to pepper me.
She manifested the Lululand.
Like this was just even a mere crush.
Okay.
Lucky for me, my friend helped me get his number, so we were able to communicate. The guy knew it was me. Always act like it's not me and stuff like that. But I was so happy. I stalked this guy to Instagram, to Snap. His name, I know his first name, his other name, his date of birth. I knew his classes. I knew when his classes would start, his classes would end. I knew the right time to pass by the class. I knew where he liked to sit. I knew his best course.
Were you like he's a secret agent monitoring his every move?
47. What are you saying?
I tell you, that was how bad I liked that person. I've never liked somebody like that.
Okay.
So when I think what even broke the crush off. Okay, there was this day that it kind of like waved to me, but I think that day I was maybe wanted to be friends or something. Maybe he just wanted to talk to me. That day I was having crumbs, so I was like very pissed and I didn't return the wave. And I saw disappointment on his face. And since this boy did not even attempt again. He stopped replying me.
You literally cut him off.
Once I got I didn't cut him off. It was not my it was not intentional.
No,
do you understand? I was not just in the mood to return the wave.
Okay,
so like I think there was that, like since then he stopped talking to me, stopped looking at me. Before he would throw glances, our eyes to meet. I'll look again, our eyes to meet, I'll look again. Butterflies. So like, cut long story short, I think how the thing just ended. I was trying to like, okay, grow off. I'll write things. Okay, don't think about him. Don't look at his pictures. Don't do this. I'll try to write lists. It wasn't working. So there was this day, I think he was talking to his group of friends. So I and my group of friends sat adjacent towards him. So he was like talking to them, and then they will look at our end and they will laugh. And it was in school setting, and I was not I didn't have good dress sense in school at all. So like I felt they were mocking me because of what I wore that Sunday. I just spoke to my friends and like, see, if I mention the guy, you know immediately, but I'm not going to.
Right.
Like, see this person is.
But you could tell me for back, sir.
No, voila. see this person.
Want to know.
This person is looking at our end and is like laughing and stuff like that, and his friends are laughing along with us. You know what me and my girls started? We now look, we laugh, we look at for that also to we laugh. How laugh when we say, "Usher gas separate us," that kind of laugh. So the guys now felt like, oh, they now started becoming self-aware and self-conscious. They didn't know that we were like just returning the favor. They actually felt like self-aware and stuff, and that was just how I just didn't like the guy anymore. Doesn't mean I healed though. Hey, deleted his pictures. I unfollowed him on Instagram. So many things, but of course I'll still cross him. I just had to just tell myself that guy, the boy is fine, but he's not going to look at you, and you're not going to look at him. Set yourself above him. That one, that's morning, wetin they call am? Proclamation. Now wetin I go the early morning. Now I go they proclaim every morning. Till if I see this guy today, if he passes me, I used to have headache. Like you know how they watch. You know movies where like somebody moves and
like
then
you get the
lights
shivers.
and then like the shivers and everything. This one, if you pass, make you pass, crawl.
Okay, so it was like a Prince Charming that made you swoon.
He made me swoon, guy. He made me swoon a lot.
Okay.
So I mean, I understand like healing is a process, but not be say I just woke up one day and I was like, I deserve better. You will go back to your mommy too. You're not careful.
So I want to ask you a question.
All right, no problem.
Now that you've got no experience in it, I want to speak this in British because
All right, no
now
problem.
that you've got no experience in it, when you are ready to marry,
Yeah.
is it then you want to start gaining the experience?
Okay. So I said before.
Because I'm thinking, I
Okay.
want to give that in context. Because I'm thinking, I'm 25. I've made up my mind. This is the time for me to marry. And okay, let's say you have one or two female friends around, and also
actually,
it
have
is
a
very difficult to move a female friendship to relationship,
Yeah.
even if you guys have been talking since your childhood. For guys, it's a no-go area because to some degree, see finish because you don't know all my back finish.
Yeah.
You won't go and use the entire relationship. You're not going really. For girls, it's fine, but for guys, particularly, it's not. That's why most times, if you are talking to a girl and she friend zones you, it dies as friend zone. Rarely do you see it move from friend zone to relationship, right? So maybe you have 2 or 3 girls around you, and then you feel like, oh, you start doing pros and cons, and if you pick one, and let me tell you, just because she's been your friend for 10 years straight, the instant you enter a relationship with her is when you start seeing red flags.
Yeah, true. I agree on that.
Mhm.
I agree on that.
So let's say you're 25, you walk into a relationship, it goes smooth first year. Let me give you 1 year maximum. If it goes smooth first year, and then second year you start seeing, small manifestations. And from me to you, this is what I'll tell you. Any small thing you see as a tiny manifestation to grow.
So there's
See.
like seeds being planted.
It's not a seed being planted.
Okay.
That's her behavior. You are only seeing the tip
Of the
of the
See,
iceberg.
let me just say, in a woman perspective, in a lady's perspective,
As much as
ladies-
they understand you,
ladies-
as much as they get to they comfortable.
No,
with you,
not
as
even
much as
thing.
they get.
ladies always try to act pleasant. Like for the first, let's say, if I was in a relationship, let's say for the first 3 months, like I just want to please this person. Maybe especially if they like you, I don't want to show you my bad side. I remember when I started dating this my guy, he'd be like, wait, don't you like fight? Don't you like?
Do you get?
Just
You feel like you're
snore?
from heaven.
It was even worse. It was like, don't you fart? I'm like, if I start,
There's no going back.
if I start, you will hate me. Now that he has gotten like we are very very close and we love each other and some days when I'm very tired and weak and I tell him come and sit in the toilet with me and stuff like that, he'll be like, I made a mistake, I regretted asking you that question. I'll be like, so you go chop until you die. This man, you go chop until you die.
Maybe.
So like ladies always like to act pleasant and everything, but then you can't keep up with that charade forever now.
Yeah, sure.
You will just one day just open your yash like now you be this. I me Pablo.
Okay.
So me my own piece of advice for you guys. I get it if you don't want to like experiment.
I don't.
If it was left for my parents want to be that okay, grow up, read your book, go to school, blah 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 blah, and the man will come and you marry. But left for me, I know that I'm a bad person. I need somebody to tame me,
Yeah.
and I've been through 5 relationships.
Wow.
Very crazy, very 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 crazy.
This calls for.
I've had one of 2 weeks. I've had one of 3 months. I think the longest one I'm here with 4 years. I think after that one is now an 8 month. Okay, believe was like a
4
year,
years.
then 8 months.
Wow.
So like I've been through like 5 relationships.
Stages.
Yeah, the first one made me understand that first love
So it
is
was like
always
a
scam.
course, like
Yes, I
university
had to
course.
study and
Relationship 101.
yes, and like I said, I'm at my final bus stop here by God's grace.
Oh,
But
wow.
the things I'm still learning. The insult, the scolding I still receive because I've not matured enough to like a standard.
Okay.
Like I said, I was very bad in communication. I don't like calls. I don't like texting. So now I have like messages I've not replied. It's a very very bad habit. If you message me and I reply, you message me again in my head. In fact, a reply has
God.
formed in my head.
Oh God.
And I've forgotten that I've not
my
replied that
God.
message.
Oh my, it's
And
not,
then you
no,
message
no,
me again.
no, no, no,
You've
no,
not
no,
replied.
no,
I'm
no.
like,
it's not
I've
it's not that you formed. In fact, you saw it, you
in my
replied
head,
it.
I felt like
you
I replied.
it.
Do you understand?
It
Yeah.
has gone. You are waiting for response.
So, do you
will not see
understand?
another thing. You did not message me 2 days ago.
Do you understand? So like
God.
I had to learn all these things and all.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
people, like there are different people, different ways people learn. Understand? Some people have to learn by scoldings and hard lessons. And I think
Yeah.
I'm that kind of person. If you not teach me lesson,
You
I'm not
go
going
learn.
to say this thing.
Oh
So
my
some
God,
people,
learn lesson.
it works like one way for them. I feel like you just have to know what works for you. You don't be pressured to go into a relationship. I think that was
Yeah.
what happened between me and my first boyfriend. I don't want to call him out because I know somebody will watch this podcast, but I don't think it will be better for you.
Bro, okay.
See, I'm not pressuring you. But
Okay.
I'm pressuring you.
Okay.
Elia.
The better.
Better.
Because let me tell you one truth. As much as you feel like you know what you want in a lady,
Yeah, definitely.
you don't know what you are in a relationship.
Exactly. Exactly my point. Guys always feel like, okay,
Oh, it's the
I'm
lady.
going into a relationship. I want to know who this lady is. Do you know yourself?
you are.
Yeah.
Because that lady also knows, she might not know herself, but she also wants to know you.
you.
It causes a lot of strain in my relationship right now. Because this particular person knows himself as getting everything on a platter of gold. I mean, I will not give you anything on a platter of gold. I think it was the first person to tell me he loves me. I mean, I laughed. It was very funny, but man, maybe he was used to hearing, I love you. I don't love you, bro.
Wait, talk at me again.
So,
Wait. Talk at me again.
you have to know yourself.
You laugh.
You have to know yourself.
I for don't leave that relationship. Oh.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
See, how about we do a second episode on this? Because something just landed in my head, and I feel like if I bring it up now, it's going to start another train of talk.
Okay.
But we're almost done for this year. Me, I've had my own fair share. Everyone has, and to some degree, I'm a madman.
Hey, madman.
To some degree, wait.
Okay.
To some degree, I've gotten my heart broken.
Oh my.
To
Condolences
a
for that.
certain degree, I've broken people's hearts for reasons you will not believe.
King of Hearts.
For reasons you will not believe. King of Heart, na Indian film. King
Yeah,
of
but you
Heart,
actually
na
held the
different.
hearts of ladies, and you decided
Oh
to
my God.
break it the way you.
See. One, I didn't decide to break, but she goes by a very popular name,
Okay.
Ina Morata. She goes by a very popular name, and
Mo. Ra.
I saw a future with this fine young lady. There was nothing. In fact, she particularly, like, she refined a lot of my standards for the kind of person I want to be with. She did a lot, but to some degree, I was selfish and I left the relationship for selfish reasons. I had no reason to leave that relationship.
So
You
you
just
I
just,
wanted an
have no
excuse to
reason.
cheat. You just wanted to.
I
You wanted to be
it was
somebody
not
else.
you
to
wanted
cheat
to
now. I
like
don't.
explore.
What's your own self? It was not to cheat. Like I said, I had personal reasons why
Okay.
I decided to. That relationship was one of my best. I know why I just used that English. Was not is
Is
one of my best. If I'm ranking,
Me or babe no say.
if I'm ranking, I know my best. But that was
yeah.
one of my best, and one of the sweetest relationship. It was not toxic. It was mutual. I want this, I want that. I'm this kind of person that if you want me, this I picked for my first relationship that was toxic. If you want me to buy you a phone, you come out straight. I want
A phone.
16 Pro Max. I tell you, if you want a 16 Pro Max, give me 1 year. We will cut off this feeding habits. We will cut off doing this, and we'll buy you your phone. That was one thing I picked, and I feel like till today, carry your banner, write I want a phone, and keep complaining about your phone. I will not see it. I will not take it as a sign. Do you understand what I'm saying? I will not take it as a sign to change your phone. It is just you complaining. It's just me listening and, oh, sorry, baby, we'll do something about it. What do you want to do about it? If you do not say it, I will not get it. So
it's
you would. Another thing I'll tell you is that
Save her,
your
baby,
first
are you
relationship. We'll still stone this
Twist the
girl.
pillow.
Your first relationship is kind of very important.
Okay.
So step into it with someone with a good heart.
Yeah.
The heart might fall later on in life, but someone with a good heart. Maybe we might have a second episode on this.
Yeah.
Maybe. And maybe when I'm coming back, I'll have 5 questions. Put your finger down if you've done this. Put your finger down if you've done that. I want to do something like that. It will be so nice. Well, it's been a wonderful episode on Let's Talk About Tomorrow, Mr. Raphael.
Yeah.
Miss Mercy, it's nice to have you on the show. I love the fact that someone seasoned as someone
Black.
Okay.
A debutant.
Okay.
Yeah.
A debutant. No. If you use the word debutant, it means he has kicked off the first
He
relationship.
never kick off.
He's not even in trials.
It's just.
He's there.
Don't worry.
He's waiting for the right reasons.
The season is coming.
Thank you so much. I feel like someone that will sweep you off your feet.
Oh.
If I gather my guys on this set, and they say we should talk on my relationship alone, we can go 5 hours. They have a lot to say. There's no preaching that they don't preach. There's nothing that they don't tell me. Whoa,
Yes, I was still looking at somebody's chats, and then the person asked me to send your number. Then that time your number was saved as Forever. Remember why your nickname was Forever?
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
So that's part of it. That's part of it.
So yeah, maybe we'll have another episode on this relationship and relationship traumas, experiences you've had. But for now, this has been a wonderful episode. Thank you, viewer, for being here with us. And if you like this episode, why don't you like, subscribe, and leave a comment of your thoughts in the comment section. If you want to be on this program, if you want to actually be on the next show, you can always send us a message across our social media platform, Enterprise TV 7. You can also send us an email at enterprisetv7@gmail.com. We'll be here, we'll be waiting for you. But for now, bye. Say bye.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.